Live at 7, this is E! News. Good evening and thank you for joining us. More than 20,000 people have now died in the Iranian earthquake. The quake struck yesterday and destroyed much of the city of Bam. International rescue teams are helping search for survivors. We'd like to warn you that the following visuals may disturb some viewers.
Thousands of earthquake survivors spent a freezing night huddled under woolen blankets. Pavements were crowded with the injured. The pre-dawn earthquake injured about 30,000 people, but those hospitals still standing could not accommodate another victim. The International Red Crescent has flown injured to neighboring cities. Residents woke to a city without power or water, and to the stench of death. Whole families have been wiped out. Iranian President Mohammad Khatami has appealed to the international community for help. Iran says it will welcome assistance from every corner of the world except Israel. The United States, the United Nations, the European Union, Russia, China, Poland, Japan, Turkey and South Africa has heeded the call. Swiss rescuers with sniffer dogs were among the first foreign teams on the scene. Many residents of Bam are still pinned beneath the rubble. A quarter of the city's 80,000 residents have been killed. The earthquake measured 6.3 on the Richter scale.
A team of South African rescuers is leaving for Iran. The Department of Foreign Affairs is helping finance the operation. Some non-governmental organizations have also offered their help. Macintosh and Zamanda reports Thomas Pakane and Terence Stone took these pictures.
These rescuers are getting ready to help the Iranians in their time of need. For some, it will be their first experience of working at the scene of an earthquake. The volunteers say they've been motivated by the opportunity to represent South Africa.
I see it as one of the good relationships between our country and the foreign countries, because lending help to them, we also bringing more of attention to our country.
The team say they'll stay in Iran as long as they are needed. Their first mission will be to help clear the rubble and the search for survivors. The Gift of the Givers organization is also helping. It's made R1 million available for relief supplies such as food, bottled water and medicines.
It's total destruction of infrastructure. Companies are destroyed, there's no jobs, there's unemployment, and totally they're dependent on reconstruction. Firstly of their own houses and then the business entities, and that takes a long time.
South African relief organizations are no strangers to helping countries devastated by earthquakes. They have previously come to the rescue in countries like Turkey and India. Macintosh and Zamanda, E! News, Durban.
Yesterday's pre-dawn earthquake was not the first to hit Bam. Iran has a history of earthquake activity.
Bam lies just 1,000 kilometers southeast of the capital Tehran. Iran is crossed by major fault lines in the earth structure, making it prone to quakes. In June last year, a tremor measuring 6.3 on the Richter scale hit northern Iran. It killed 229 people and injured 1,000. In 1990, a quake measuring 7.7 struck northwest Iran, killing 35,000 people. Quakes and tremors measuring up to 7 plagued eastern Iran in 1997. More than 2,500 people were killed. The city lies on the old Silk Route between China and Europe and was used by merchants and travelers for centuries. This fortress dates back 2,000 years and has survived previous quakes, but not the latest one. A large part of the ancient citadel has been destroyed. It was the city's main tourist attraction.
You're watching E! News. We're coming to you live at 7.
Is on its way to Iran to help. Rescue South Africa responded swiftly to an international call from Iranian authorities.
32-year-old Yu Price Yu ready to go. He is one of the 69-member Rescue South Africa team heading for the Iranian city of Bar. The city was hit by a severe earthquake over the weekend, killing over 20,000 people. Price Yu is no stranger to removing people from the rubbles. He was part of the mission to Goma in the DRC, and he went to Algeria early this year. But this time he's going there on a personal mission.
My ultimate goal would be to rescue a live person. We still haven't, on our 2 previous missions, recovered anyone alive, managed to rescue anyone alive. I'd love it for our team to be able to rescue some live people from the rubble.
The team say they know exactly what to do.
Our role is to do urban search and rescue, and that is basically we search collapsed building sites, and we, using the help of the rescue dogs that we're taking with from the South African police services, specialized cameras that we use and listening devices, we search for victims, and once we've located them, we then attempt to extricate them from their entrapment.
However, Rescue South Africa have appealed for donations to cover food, transport and medical insurance. They say their current budget won't last them for the 10 days they'll spend in Iran. Meanwhile, a Pietermaritzburg-based Gift of the Givers organization has also responded to the call. The organization has already bought water, food and medicines for the Iranian victims.
At the same time, a South African search and rescue team is also leaving tonight on a special plane made available by the Department of Foreign Affairs. On that plane, we are putting 240,000 water purification tablets, which will purify 5 million liters of water.
Rescue South Africa has also sent a request for members of the army to join their team. For Price Yu and his 69-member team, there's no way for them to prepare and no way to know the devastation that awaits. Even years of experience can't prepare them for the enormity of Iran's grief. Peter Mbedi, SABC, Johannesburg.